Hello, everyone, and welcome to Darlington, South Carolina at the Darlington Raceway for race number 8 of 14 here in season number 7 of the Mountain Dew Custom Series. It is the Auto Owners 200, and ahead of us tonight is 37 laps of action. On the poles, the Cloud Foster Racing Operations driver, number 94, that is Danny Lloyd. But starting on his outside, one of the formidable threats this season, that 28 car for Coors Light Racing. This week, it is Jay Jefferson making his return to that ride. Dylan Young, Bobo Jones, those two stole the show at Old Spice last time out. Was Bobo coming out on top, though, 77 beating 66. One of the two auto owners' cars in the field starts fifth. Adam Mitchell. Mitchell is your points leader by 21 over Patrick Smith, who had a tough qualifying. We got to go all the way back to the deep 20s to find the 39 of Patrick Smith and his teammate, Jeffrey Finguy, in the second auto owners insurance machine. Also, some strong cars back here. You see James Ellison, Evan Hunter, Cordell Smith. Also have Daytona winner Brandon Beal starting back here, second to last for the 3017. Up at the front, you see some more of the Sun Droppers. You have the 3 of Peter Onjak, the 69 Dusty Neal, the 1 that is Diego Yepes. The Hoagie car is back, and also the 43 Max Anderson. So a jumbled qualifying order means we might have a jumbled race, but we'll have to find out. Let's go down trackside for your command here in Darlington.
Drivers, start your engines!
So this might be on the quicker side of things tonight, as we only have 37 laps around the Lady in Black. But this is the first time the MDCS has gone here in series history. So we're looking to see a good one. Darlington had had some shaky races in the past, but they've updated the track surface a little bit and got these cars more suited as teams and drivers figured out how to drive this thing. So this track races pretty well in some of the higher series, so we'll have to see how these boys do tonight. Danny Lloyd, Jay Jefferson on the pole. Dodge once again being dominant. They lock out the front row. The 91 All-Star car this week for Evernham Motorsports has DJ Curtis behind the wheel, a Chevrolet driver. Weird, right? But DJ knows how to get it done here at Darlington. Got a packed crowd here on this hot summer night. See how things go for 37 laps of action around the track. Too tough to tame. Got to keep it out of the outside wall. Don't want to get a Darlington stripe. And you also got to time your moves effectively. Put yourself in a winning position. Danny Lloyd and Jay Jefferson lead us down. The Auto Owners 200 set to go green here from Darlington. It's a good start from the inside line. The outside not really going anywhere. It's not the preferred line around here, but going for the race lead, possibly Dylan Young. Might just trying to be blocking that 83 of Adam Mitchell from getting underneath him. Mitchell, you see, trying to get on that apron. You see that faded dashed line there through the corners. A little bit lower than that. The banking slopes off. And that's technically the apron here at Darlington. Very wide racetrack, but the racing groove is pretty narrow. Danny Lloyd sails it into turn 1. I don't know if Lloyd threw it in or Dylan Young missed his entry there, but that's going to stack up some of the pack as they kind of single file out further down. Adam Mitchell still trying to work his way through on the bottom. Dylan Young kind of running the middle. Jay Jefferson throwing it up the outside. The veteran doesn't want to mess around with some of these younger drivers, swooping around for the second spot. Now it's a logjam behind the 28, who's going to set his sights on Lloyd. Dylan Young, not sure where to go. Adam Mitchell. You see Mikey Yamakaze up here. Yamakaze needs a good run. He's down in 20th in the point standings. 2 top 10s on the year, but no top 5s. Needs to get some momentum underneath that 20 car. He ran well in the second half of last season. Got his 2 wins there, but this season has not been able to carry the momentum through. Young fighting back on the high side, trying to keep third away from Adam Mitchell. Up at the front, Jefferson's closing. We're going to take a look at the back. Looks like Mitchell Collins making his first start since Daytona, I believe. This car running the full season. They haven't been able to get it in the show. Looks like he's there some right side damage. Might have our first driver with the stripe. Evan Hunter, Alex Fletcher, some of these faster cars going nowhere, unable to pass here. It's a very tough track. Worrying. You gotta have track position here at Darlington if you want to go anywhere, especially here in the MDCS in a series without pit stops. And some of those stronger cars at the back do not seem to have it. Up at the front, Jefferson stalking Lloyd. Still tight for third. Oh, Rose Henson might have gotten the wall, but getting the wall harder. There's the 65. I believe that is Richard Herman this week. Yes, it is. Being passed there by his GDI teammate, Charles Sanford. Got to give credit to this 43 team, a new second entry for Mac Johnson Motorsports. They made the show last week out with Benedict Murdo. Got themselves a top 20 as we have Christian Vargas hitting the wall there through the corner, riding it. Oh, man, that's really going to hurt the momentum at the 0-8. Nearly back down into the 29. That's Kyle Bisceglia this week. But, yeah, got to give credit to Mac Johnson Motorsports getting some good drivers in the car to get this car in the show. And also, Reed Racing back. That's the one car that Diego Yepes is driving. Not exactly a fan favorite paint scheme, but good to see them back here in MDCS competition. Dylan Young, I don't know if Young got the wall. Doesn't look like we see a lot of damage to the side of the 66, if any. Vargas back into the wall. 0-8 all over the track back there, but Young's lost all his momentum. Adam Mitchell's driven away. Got the 20 ahead of now, and there you see the 3. Peter Onjak putting together a great run for 2XL up here in the top 10, trying to get by that 66. Oh, Lloyd really close to the wall, really rubbering in that high groove. Can't push it, can't overstep your boundaries, especially if these tires fall off. Might see some drivers hit the wall. We might have seen Bobo Jones there. He's very slow off turns 1 and 2. Seems like more drivers are going to hit it down in 1 and 2 compared to 3 and 4. Darlington, it's an asymmetrical racetrack due to a minnow pond when they were building it. So, really depends where you want to be. Got 2 different sets of corners here. Everybody minding their own business. Onjak still trying to get by Young. That would be for a top 5 running position. Dylan's having a good season. He's up to 9th in the point standings in that 66. Oh, Gunnar Matson you saw back there getting close to the wall. Gunner's teammate Brad Stover, one of the many to fail to make this race. We look further back. Patrick Smith just going nowhere, 24th. And he's not going to gain anything. Bobo Jones could have gained some there. Possibly put himself in a second in the point standings, which is shocking to think that Bobo Jones is that high in the point standings, but everyone's been pretty inconsistent. Adam Mitchell, the only driver with an average finish higher than 13th collectively over the seasons. Luke Evans hits the wall. Luke's way down in the point standings. He's 32nd. 54 team really needs some momentum. Back up to the front. Here comes the 28. Black, white, and red machine, Jay Jefferson, trying to get the race lead. Let's go on board with the Texan. Outside move, trying to make it work again. Danny Lloyd throws the block. So a great battle with Jay Jefferson and crap, I forget who it was with. I think it was Anderson Reed out at I-69. Now we have another great battle between Jefferson and Lloyd. Great corner there out of the 94. That's going to buy him some time. And the top 2, they are gone. Almost 4 seconds back to Adam Mitchell. That's just over 4 seconds back to Adam Mitchell. So we're really getting spread out now. Onjak's gotten by the 66, and now Rose Henson looks to get underneath Dylan Young. Rose 5th in the point standings. It's been a great year for KGM so far. Really getting spread out. Tires starting to fall off just a little bit. Look at Max Anderson trying to throw it in on the high side of the 17. Tires falling off a little bit. We should not have to worry about pit stops here at Darlington here tonight. The MDCS, they have enough fuel and they have hard enough tires to where they should not have to pit, barring any major issue with the car. DJ Curtis has climbed his way up into the top 10 in that 91 All-Star car for Evernham. Dusty Neal, you see, hit the wall there off turn 2. Lose time to Charles Sanford and Diego Yepes as well. Have a big train of cars coming on Neil's inside here. Maybe not, because Diego Yepes down the track on the apron, not the groove he wanted to be in, but maybe gets a run off the corner here, side by side. Let's see, timing looking very close at the front. Jefferson's caught Danny Lloyd once again. Down into 3 and 4, Jefferson carrying a lot more speed. Here comes JJ looking to the inside. Can't quite get it. Had to run through the corner, but nothing on exit. Mikey Yamakaze's gotten by Adam Mitchell, but Mitchell really has a big drive there off of turn 4. A lot of runs here. Really got to know when to get off the gas and when to get on the gas. And Adam's going to be gifted here by Yamakaze. Onjak trying to split the deuce. Has to back off of it. Can't get by the number 20. Now Dylan Young, Rose Henson, Max Anderson still dogging each other there just outside the top 5. Onjak's going to make his way by Yamakaze there through 3 and 4. Here we go, side by side. Curtis and Anderson. Looks like DJ's got a little bit of right side damage there on his 91. Doesn't seem to be hampering the performance of the Mopar machine. Folks, the top 2 have absolutely set sail on this field. We're approaching about halfway now. They are 6 seconds ahead. This is just dominance from Danny Lloyd and Jake Jefferson, the 2 of them. And now Onjak, a great run for the 3 team, trying to get his way up in the 3rd for 2XL, a team that misses races on a regular basis. That's awesome. Oh, Yamakaze in the wall again. That's not good at all for the 20 car. Oh, is that Henson in the wall? Yes, it is. And now, you got to think, the top 2, they're some of the only drivers who haven't seemed to hit the wall so far. And if one of them hits it, it would be an incredible gift for the other. But Jefferson falling back may have burned up his stuff a little bit, or he could be saving. There it is! There it is! The commentator's curse. Be an incredible gift if one of them hit the wall, and Lloyd did that. And now, Jay Jefferson, excuse me, gonna take the lead. I'm going to go to a quick commercial break here at Darlington. We'll be back with you for the second half of the race.
A broken heart, I can't help you. Rocket science, don't know what to tell you. I may not know how to get to the moon, but when I want to fly, my crew knows what to do. Crank around the wheel in the left rear. You're only turning 9,000, need another gear.
Well, welcome back, folks. It's a quick commercial break. Danny Lloyd swoops back to the race lead underneath Jay Jefferson, and you see there a stranded 07 of Sam Picard. Going to park it on the apron. Does this bring out a caution? Can he get it off the track safely? Holding it down there on the apron, and as they come by, no caution. We stay green, folks. So welcome back as Onjak into the wall. He's fallen from 3rd, and now he's going to lose even more spots. That's at least 3 cars going to pass him there, going down into turn 3. But now we settle into the second half. It's go time for these race leaders. And if you're 3rd on back, you're just racing for points pretty much, because these 2 have been the 2 dominant cars today, and I don't think there's anything stopping them unless there's a big caution and unless they screw up on the restart, because they proved they can easily drive away from this field, and I have the confidence they could do it again if there was a caution. Jefferson running the high line. He's going to force it through the high side. Yes, he will. I don't know if the speed's there for the 28. Does he throw it in through turns 1 and 2? Let's see. Oh, Lloyd pushing it up the hill. Jefferson does not hit the wall. Lloyd checks up mid-corner. The run from Jefferson's going to take it around the outside. An excellent move by the 28. That's that veteran prowess you see out of guys like Jay Jefferson putting it down here at the MDCS. But for a driver like Danny Lloyd to keep pace with these veterans, it just shows you the new crop of talent coming up here through the ranks in the NSDCA. Lloyd driving it in. Can he get down to the inside there in turn 2? He's going to mind his business. Keep it in line. Looks like he will keep it behind the 28. Possibly setting up a move here for turn 3. Not quite. Not quite. Picard's still down on pit road. The Jeffrey Finn guy's got heavy damage. Not at all where auto owners wants to see one of their cars running. That's 33rd for the 79. Brandon Beal stuck back here. Evan Hunter has gone nowhere in this race. Alex Fletcher as well. Slowly picking his way up the order. Oh, where's Patrick Smith? There he is. He's getting by Bobo Jones. So Smith's made some ground up in the 39. Going to help him out in the point standings. He's up to 19th. So Mitchell's still going to gain a good chunk of points there, but Smith trying to do his best to mend the damage. Roush must have got the wall that time. We see a lot of drivers hitting the wall, especially as these tires wear. Some of these guys less experienced than the others, so it makes sense. But for veterans like Onjak to hit the wall, Dylan Young's gotten a good chunk of it. But for a guy like Onjak to hit the wall, or Curtis, DJ, man, he's the only one that hasn't hit the wall recently, it seems like, because he is flying in that 91. He's up to 4th after starting 18th. You don't really see that many cars getting past at Darlington, so got to give credit to Curtis there. I think we missed a lead change because Jefferson's got it, and now he's setting sail. He leads by almost a second, so Lloyd may have gotten into the wall again. Now he's going to have to really reel back in that 28. And boy, it's weird to think about, especially down in the MDCS, but lap traffic could play a factor here. You got a cluster of 4 of them right there. Is there time? There's 10 to go for Danny Lloyd. Does he have time to run down the 28? We got long laps here at Darlington. They're pushing 30 seconds. Lloyd lost a half a second there on Jefferson. Not at all what the CFRO team wants to see. Way up the hill again, trying to get any speed he can. He hits the wall off corner exit. That's going to be really detrimental to the performance of the 94. They're still fighting hard for 4th. Yamakaze still got it underneath him. I mean, Curtis has got a strong car, but Yamakaze does as well. I'm going to watch this battle here. Maybe not, because Curtis really backed off there into 3. Lloyd, another half-second lost. I mean, Curtis really backed it up into 3. That allowed him to get it on the gas sooner. And it's going to give him P4 back, because Yamakaze, once again, getting yet another Darlington stripe. Give a nod to Charles Sanford. He's got a clean right side on that 35. He's been able to pick up spots as people make mistakes ahead of him. Up to P6 in the GDI. Fruit of the Loom Dodge Charger. Setting up a move possibly here for 5th. He's going to have a run on Yamakaze. Lloyd, another 2/10 lost. I think the damage might be getting to that 94 car. I don't know if he's got it in and run down Jefferson. Sanford still trying to close on the 20. Dylan Young. Francois Chastain. Where did Francois come from? Down 26th in the point standings. Not at all where the 0-1 wants to be, but showing that he still got it. BGM, this is a big rebound day for them. Both cars in the top 10. Here comes possibly GDI getting both their cars in the top 10. Richard Herman might have some speed in the 65. I don't know if Onjak or Young got the wall there, but Onjak really slow on exit. No speed for Yepes on the apron. As both Onjak and Anderson hit the wall. These drivers are all over the joint, nearly wrecking, nearly spinning how hard they're hitting the wall there. Big saves out of the 3 and 43. But boy, at this stage of the race, you get a caution. The thing could end under caution depending on how big the wreck is. Or if the NSDCA has time for a quick yellow. Dylan, oh, that's not Dylan Young. Danny Lloyd, wrong name, excuse me, hard into the wall. And I think that might be game because Jay Jefferson just has to coast from here on out at Darlington. I mean, Jay, he's got damage himself there on the side. I guess everyone's cars are just all over the place. Onjak dropping like a rock. He must have hit it hard that time. He's got rear end damage. So somebody might have gotten into the back of the 3, but I don't know. It's a very hot night here down in Darlington here in the summer, and might not be the best time for these drivers because they are all up in that outside wall. A lot of owners are going to be unhappy with the damage repairs they're going to have. But Patrick Smith, he's got a clean side, but he hasn't gained anything. He's still 19th in the 39. Boy, sucks to see the 79 and 44 back here. Jefferson, your race leader's up in the little wall. Gonna buy Danny Lloyd time, but Lloyd really far back. 4 to go at Darlington. Stanford's gotten by Yamakaze. That puts the 35 into the top 5. Francois Chastain's now up into the fence. Max Anderson back into the wall for a countless time. Rose Henson's dropped outside the top 15. She's obviously gotten into the wall so far. That's not going to help her any in the point standings. Mac Johnson's still 6th in the point standings after what has not been a decent string of races. But Mac... Where's Mac? Mac's all the way back there, so that's not really going to help. By his MJ Motorsports car of Sam Picard, who's running pretty decent on new tires, but it's not worth its pit here. Especially now that it's 2 to go. About 2.5 miles left for Jay Jefferson here at Darlington. Another masterclass out of a veteran. And the 3rd win on the year for Coors Light Racing could be in the cards. Cycle back up through the grid. Everybody jostling for positions here late. Trying to keep it out of the wall. Mitchell running comfortably in 3rd. Curtis Stanford Yamakaze is going to take a big mistake out of them. But Jay Jefferson gets the white flag here at Darlington, trying to close out the auto owners 200 for himself. Veterans need to know how to drive these hard-to-drive racetracks. They are the favorites when you come to here. And after battling Danny Lloyd, Lloyd got into some rookie mistakes. It was Jefferson from there on out. What a performance by Coors Light Racing this season to slice the market in with veterans and come home now with their 3rd victory of the season. Jay Jefferson does it here in Darlington. Danny Lloyd a distant 2nd. Very good run there for the 94 team, albeit they wanted the win. Adam Mitchell, DJ Curtis, Charles Sanford round out your top 5. Good runs for them. We cycle on back. Dylan Young leads a big pack of cars. How about Max Anderson for MJ Motorsports and Diego Yepes for Reed Racing getting top 10s? Jack Henson really dropped back. Bobo Jones was also top 5 before dropping back. Cordell Smith made up some ground, up to 22nd, past about 10 cars. And for others, not the days at all that they wanted. Tough runs, especially for drivers like Finn Guy, Evan Hunter. They'll go home unhappy. But it might be another race of attrition, because next time out, we go to the Finger Lakes, Seneca Falls region of New York. Watkins Glen International, always a fan favorite. So we'll have to see how that one fares. But until next time, that will do it for myself from Darlington and on the NSDCA. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.